Bueno, al final estaba dudando si hacer esto. De especial de aventuras gráficas, porque con el poco tiempo que tengo para jugar, eh, dudo yo que llegue a terminar ninguna antes de que pasen las navidades del todo. Pero bueno, ya que creé estos especiales para obligarme a mí mismo a jugar los diferentes juegos que tengo por aquí en las diferentes librerías de las diferentes plataformas, pues bueno, voy a ver si me obligo a mí mismo a jugar una de las aventuras gráficas que tengo por aquí todavía pendientes. Que tengo bastante, bueno, tengo bastantes como de todo. Tengo muchos RPGs por jugar, muchos juegos de estrategia por jugar, muchas aventuras gráficas por jugar. Algunos simuladores por ahí esperando a que les eche una mano. Tenía que haber empezado alguna campaña con el X4, pero como ya han anunciado la siguiente expansión, digo, bueno, voy a esperar. Pero bueno, a ver. Concretamente de todas las que tengo, también estaba pensando en jugar alguna gráfica, alguna aventura retro gráfica. O sea, una aventura gráfica retro. Y a ver cómo llora. Eh, pero bueno, al final me he ido por esta. Que bueno, es del 2014, creo. The Whispered World. He intentado jugar ahí aventuras gráficas, pues bueno, que tengan este estilo de fantasía. Porque no sé, jugar una aventura gráfica de asesinatos en Navidad no tendría mucho sentido. A ver, eso sí, aunque es del 2014, solamente acepta resoluciones de 4 tercios, lo cual es curioso. Hay una especie de herramienta para configurarlo, que sí que puedo exponerlo a mayor resolución, pero lo que es la pantalla de juego sigue a 4 tercios, aunque lo pongas a 1080. Eso sí, esto está así que me voy directamente aquí. Cambié las cosillas, a ver. Sí. Y también. He cambiado todos los. Por hacer la tontería, he cambiado todos los, o casi todos, los emoticonos por emoticonos de Navidad. Que simplemente poniéndoles gorritos de Papá Noel. Bueno, y algún elfo y un rey mago tengo por ahí también. A ver, la tontería. Pero bueno, vamos a ver. Supongo que lo ves sí que lo pillará en capturar juego. Capturar pantalla puede ser. No, voy a decir, no había intro, no, el intro supongo que será cuando aquí, por ejemplo, se ve en opciones, las resoluciones son estas, todas estas son las. En la herramienta hay más, pero ya digo, aunque le pongas a 1080, se queda en 3 cuartos. Te quedan bandas negras en los laterales, no es que me importe mucho, pero bueno. Partida. ¿Quieres empezar una nueva partida? Sí.
It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. I know. You like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end. But I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest. This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping uneasily, like every night. And he doesn't even know that he'll destroy the world in the course of just a few days.
What a nightmare. Every night it's the same. I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep. Spot? Where could Spot be? He usually comes to see me in the morning.
Hombre, sí, no es que necesite mucho tutorial para jugar aventura gráfica, pero bueno. La voz del protagonista me suena mucho de algo, pero no. Ahora mismo no estoy. Sí, estaba mirando y es curioso como muchas de estas aventuras gráficas. Bueno, sí, claro, es que es de Dalek. ¿Dalek son animales? Creo que sí. Pero me estaba preguntando que es curioso que muchas de las aventuras gráficas están hechas por los alemanes. Dios. Pasado de las Panzer divisiones a las aventuras gráficas. A ver, para allá. Sí, vamos. Lo normal. El botón izquierdo, aproximadamente un segundo después abrirá un menú. Vale. Daré al cajón y echo un vistazo a su interior. No. Si antes lo digo así, no me lo sé. Ahí.
It's depressing. I hardly own anything. Everything I have fits into this drawer.
Curioso como no hay casi ninguna pausa entre frase y frase, cuando estaría bien que hubiera ahí que fuera unas milésimas de segundo entre una y otra. Queda un poco extraño. Le doy siempre a clic derecho, que es para inventario.
There's only that stupid note in there. Pen made me write down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. What the heck? I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere.
La barra espaciadora para resaltar todo lo interactuable.
Ben has given me a lot of tedious chores for today. Why did I even bother to get out of bed?
Abre la puerta y deja que salga. Descanso para hacerse el hijo. Es mejor que Sadwick salga. Si mueves el cursor sobre una salida, cambiará un icono de flecha. Y no tengo que interactuar con nada más.
A dozen poorly assembled boards hanging from 2 loosely attached hinges. They protect me from wild predators, murderers, and all the other dangers in life. Or such is the illusion. This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns. Hello? Are you really dead? Or are you just taking a nap? You can't be sure enough with this kind of thing. The rug may look fluffy, but I'm not touching it. I don't want to smell like a dead bear when I go into the woods.
Mucha cosa interactuable.
This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles. No matter what, no matter you can still...
Este tipo de aventuras gráficas casi pierdes más tiempo interactuando con todas las cosas, a ver qué tiene que decir el personaje, que jugando en sí. Pero bueno, es la gracia que tiene. Vale, la cabeza interactúa igual que el resto de la... Ah, ¿no? Vale, creo yo que seguramente tendría que haber intentado abrir la puerta para decirme, tengo que encontrar la llave. Ah, no. Voy a decir, esta será la llave de la puerta, pero no.
Ben must have hidden it here. He only does that to annoy me. He knows very well I just hate pointed teeth. I could lose a hand if I reach into there. Ah! Oh boy, that was close. Ben will pay for this. I could have croaked. Ben told me this kind of candle burns indefinitely. I'll say it's just pretending. Ouch! Oh, damn, this is going to blister. Why do I have to be so clumsy? Bobbles, ruffs, small bells. I'd be less embarrassed wearing a potato sack. I can't reach it. That's too bad. What was that note again? Ah, yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannonball act is supposed to work. It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me. The most important thing is a solid barrel for the cannon. After all, the cannoneer shouldn't be harmed when he blows me sky high. A small bomb or some gunpowder are sufficient. Just load the cannon and light the fuse. Everything else will turn out fine. Seriously, that's what it says. Everything else will turn out fine. I can't believe this is real. A parachute should provide a safe landing. Then there's nothing to worry about, is there? The plug is attached to the mouth of the barrel. It's the only way to get enough pressure to blow me hundreds of yards into the air. Oh boy, how I hate this act. That's supposed to be me. Ben didn't get the fearful expression on my face right, though. Our old stove. The handle is broken off. In order to light a fire, it has to be opened first. Too bad the handle is broken off. That's no use. The handle is broken off. Ah, yes. The broken stovepipe. Quite funny how the mind works. Since the handle broke, I made a fuss about how cold it is, forgetting how I always complained about the smoke before. If only my arm was longer and thinner, and it had 2 more elbows, then I could reach in and open the stove from the inside. I guess somebody should blow out the suit, someone who's taller than I am, and not an asthmatic, and who doesn't fear dying from soot poisoning. Somebody other than me, then.
¿Puedo usar la zarpa de oso en algo?
I once made a list of the most probable causes of my death. The bear's paw was listed number 212, 217, and 321 to 329. I'm sure Ben only hit the key to tease me.
¿No para qué es la llave?
I shouldn't cram things into the stovepipe at random. Last time I did that, the whole trailer reeked of smoke for ages. Months later, I was still coughing myself to sleep. That's no use. The handle is broken off. That's Ben's spare hat. He doesn't like to wear it quite as much as he used to. He says it sags too much since I spilled all the starch.
Sadwick! You awake? Come here at once! The day's already wasting away.
Right. Another happy day in the colorful world of the circus. Spot! Don't just lie around like that. What's wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick, the plague, or food poisoning,
Don't talk such nonsense.
worm fungus, blue pox. It could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You'd better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We'll get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful.
Darle a Spot algo de beber. Encontraré a tu fiel mascota. Spot, sin embargo, tiene mucha sed.
Spot seems to be a little hungry. Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take a look around the autumn forest. All right, Spot. Time to have a drink. There you go.
De todas formas, puedo una bola. La pelota. Lo desbloqueado. Convierte a Spot en su forma normal. A su forma normal.
Unfortunately, Ben is right. Spot really was just thirsty. Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take... That's my brother, Ben. I'll never be able to juggle as good as him. And he keeps telling me that. Over and over again. Not right now. Grandpa looks even older than usual today. Not right now. These are Grandpa's pantaloons. If the stories are true, they've seen the whole wide world, have saved his life more than once, and caused a war.
Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again.
The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. The trap is empty, and that's how it should be. Fire dragons are flying sources of fire that tend to spontaneously self-ignite. Needless to say, Spot is crazy about the little blighters. The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just a reflection of my face. I'll wash my hands later. I've got the feeling I'll get my hands dirty a couple more times today. That's Grandpa's shovel. He digs for roots and onions with it. Working in a compost heap, I think he stirs the soup with it too. Why should I put lipstick on the pig? My home is rotting. This costume won't come any cleaner. I've had to mend Grandpa's socks about 1,000 times, but he still refuses to do his bed of nails routine in bare feet. Our lunch is already simmering on the stove in Grandpa's trailer. You can tell by the smoking stovepipe and the birds falling down. Bruno sleeps almost all day. He has to drag our trailers through dark forests during the night. I bet he never has nightmares. On the other hand, maybe this world is his nightmare. Bruno! What a shame, he's asleep. He's the only one in the family who listens to me.
Don't mess with Bruno, unlike you. He's already done his work for today.
Grandpa's hairnet. He always uses it when he doesn't want his hair to get wet. When taking a bath, when he's cooking, and while he's asleep. Grandpa's latest creation, petroleum soup. Inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity. Ouch! Hot. Grandpa uses the shovel to dig ingredients from the compost heap. After Bruno slayed the bear, we had to eat bear soup for a whole month. I don't want to think about what would have happened if the bear had won. That's Grandpa's third pair already. The last two were eaten by woodworm, and it's only a matter of time with these. Yuck. Grandpa has always had a soft spot for animals. Raw? Oh. I'd rather leave him in there. It wouldn't be much fun to suck it through with a bottleneck for either of us. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not mine. Not that I didn't offer to cook, but Ben objected. It's a sign of how low his esteem for me is. I mean, petroleum soup? Seriously. More recipes. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meal. The blood of earthworms. The bottle is almost empty again. Unreachable, like so many things. Beaver eyes. Grandpa uses them as cooking ingredients. He calls the dish eye candy. Yuck. It's still a long time until Spot needs to be buried. He's much tougher than my previous pets. Spot is not going into the soup, no matter how much Grandpa keeps bugging me.
Where are you going?
I want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry. What the?
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
Vale, o sea, de que tengo que volver al spot a su forma original sin salir de aquí.
Bruno has teeth as big as roof tiles. I have a bad feeling it'll be my turn to clean them soon. Ew. Ben once thought that'd be a good idea too. He couldn't juggle for 2 weeks. I was so proud of Spot. Do you need your dentures, Grandpa?
No, not really. We're having soup today. They'd just be in the way.
Not right now. This chair's rocking days are long over. Spot doesn't need a hairnet, and he's not ashamed of his baldness either. Do you need a hairnet, Grandpa?
Only when I'm cooking, sleeping, or bathing. In other words, just when my hair needs to stay dry.
Can I borrow your handkerchief, Grandpa?
Of course, my boy. Be my guest. When I was young, I always had a runny nose, too.
Spot doesn't need a handkerchief. He doesn't have a nose. I'd better not rip the hairnet apart. I find enough hairs in my soup as it is. I shudder to think what would happen if Grandpa let his hair down while cooking. I'd better not bury that. Maybe I'll need it later. The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait.
Montar huevos o algo. Vale, hago más que empezar el tutorial y ya... A ver por qué se ha puesto eso en rojo. Y esto está en amarillo.
That's not suitable for attracting fire dragons. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. More recipe. Well, who would have thought? Those really are. There goes my theory that Grandpa... Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not mine. Not that I didn't offer to cook, but Ben objected. It's a sign of how low his esteem for me is. I mean, petroleum soup? Seriously. Grandpa always wears his hairnet while cooking, but I still find hairs in my soup anyway. Haven't I already broken enough? After Bruno slayed the bear, I don't want to... No chance. Ben has already tried to force the flap open, and he's much stronger than I am. If I could only reach it from the inside. Grandpa used to dry his hairnet by the stove before he put it on. Said it gave a relaxed feeling to his head. But that was before the handle broke off.
Ah, vale. Esto por no leerlo.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals start at sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares again.
They're not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer. You're supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality, the serious side of life. Does that ring any bells?
You mean colorful balls and makeup?
Geez, Sadwick. You're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
How about theater?
Theater? Nobody understands those pompous blowhards. Do you know why people love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
He can come straight to me and...
his search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
All right. The theater idea is off, but I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please, spare me your poems. Believe me, nobody needs your cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight. Oh, sinister world, full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's exactly why nobody likes you. If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once was a young circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But how about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it? Do you have more of those terrific ideas?
I'd like to do something intelligent is all.
Listen, we make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
You're right. The circus is the only worthwhile form of entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor. Now, go and practice your burping alphabet.
Okay.
Or the human cannonball act.
When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again. I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing day-to-day routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey! Don't you roll your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is still responsibility. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter. Why am I always getting lost?
Because you're good for nothing. That's why lack of orientation is just another thing on the long list of your inabilities. Without a map and a compass, you wouldn't even find your own feet. And what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking for my feet so I can kick you for what you just said. Where can I get a map?
I've got one in the trailer. It won't be easy for you to find, though.
Why?
You know how senile Grandpa is. I hid the map because he keeps mistaking it for one of his recipes.
Oh yeah, I remember. If I ever have to eat northeast again, I'll be sick for sure. Where can I get a compass?
I think Grandpa has one. Why don't you go and ask him?
Great. I might as well ask Bruno. Grandpa is so senile, he forgets what you asked if he tries to string two sentences together.
I might be a bit senile, but I've still got 2 ears with which I can still see very clearly.
Oh my, that won't be easy. See you.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
That could actually work. Hey, Spot, I need your help. We have to get this thing open. Do you think you can do that? All right, go for it. That was not too bad. Hey, isn't that Ben's casket? How did it get into the stove?
Supongo que la llave será del cofre.
I wonder if that's the key to Ben's casket. It matches. The casket is open.
Y como no, está el mapa.
Now I shouldn't get lost anymore. No, that's not a menu. Said the clown, but no one left. Now I shouldn't get lost. Now it's empty. Hello, Grandpa.
Oh, hello, Ben. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
I'm Sadwick.
When I was a little clown, we used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick, your grandson.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my bubbles. I know, that poor animal. But that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a vale of tears when you're young. Everybody's against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my boy, is the most important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens, did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices. Now that I think of it, that guy might have been me.
Who in the world bought dreams?
No one. Well, that was where the plan fell short. But it was worth a try. There are always fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
I want to take a look around the autumn forest, but I keep getting lost.
If you want to go for a walk, have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Yes, Grandpa. All done and finished.
Well, you've earned a little walk then. But be careful. The autumn forest is big and dense. Yeah, very, very much like my beard. You can very easily get lost in it. Again, very much like my beard.
I already noticed that.
You'd better take my comb. I mean compass with you. Now, where did I put it? I know, it's in the trailer, under the bed.
Great. Thanks, Grandpa. Under the bed, right?
Yes, under the bed. I like to take a pinch late at night.
Take a pinch of the compass?
Yes, I know, it's unhealthy. But at my age, well...
Are you sure you're talking about the compass? Don't you mean compote?
Compote? What are you insinuating? Did you nose around my notes? Besides, if I planned anything like that, it would be none of your business. You must consider all the consequences of such a compote, you know.
A compote with broad ramifications?
Yes, so you better keep your nose out of it.
Oh, Grandpa, you're talking about a complot. You're planning a complot.
A complot? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't need to plan a complot. I just made one not 10 minutes ago, right behind the trailer.
That's compost.
Impossible. I carry the compost with me all the time.
The compost?
It's in my pocket. I'm pretty sure it is. Just a second. Here it is.
Grandpa, that's not compost. That's the compass.
Really? Then where's the compost? Would you mind checking under my bed?
Sure. Just remind me again later, okay? Now, I'm taking a walk in the autumn forest.
I'll be back for lunch, you hear?
No, thanks. I really don't care for petroleum soup.
What's that?
Oh, nothing really. Thanks, Grandpa. Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
What do you know about the autumn forest?
The autumn forest is it's an enchanted place full of mystery. Strange creatures dwell there, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. You can still find traces of them in ruins and in caves. When I was a child, half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's only that little lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
See? That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
Do you know anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams, and they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort. I once thought I had a vision too, you know. Yes, an angel appeared and told me that one day my pantaloons would save the world. I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages, gathered disciples around me, and performed services, and all that without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a nightmare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly imagine how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery. simply because I had chili casserole before bedtime.
You know what? I'll just look it up myself.
Yes, couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
The compass needle points north. It's all quiet, dull, and monotonous there. Must be great. Now I shouldn't get lost anymore.
Oh dear, he's getting more and more difficult each day.
He's still young. He hasn't found his responsibilities in the world yet.
He should carry out his responsibilities to the circus first, before looking for new ones.
Oh, by the way, I hate you, both of you. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Never mind me.
Ben is in a bad mood today.
Oh, shut up, Grandpa. Just be quiet, will you?
Yikes! There's somebody there. A stranger. I wonder what he's doing here. A stranger. Hello.
Ah! Oh, thank heaven you're not an Askew, obviously.
I'm not a what?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. At last I've met someone. Are you from around these parts?
No, we're just passing through with our circus.
Damn, I thought it was too good to be true.
Who are you?
Why do you want to know? Are you one of the Askew spies?
Could be.
Ah, nonsense. Of course you're not an Askew. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. My name is Bobby. I've come from far away. Huh? Oh, yes. I am a Chusky. You know? And you are?
I'm Sadwick. My family owns a small traveling circus.
I understand. So, you're some kind of clown.
We're in the performing arts trade.
A clown, then. You don't look particularly happy, if I might say so.
Chasky? What does that mean?
What? You don't know the Chasky? The word means messenger. We perform important tasks on behalf of the king.
Chasky. Now I remember. Grandpa told me about you, but you can't be a Chusky.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
In fact, I don't really know much about the Chusky.
Unfortunately, I haven't got the time to tell you about my daring adventures, which is a shame. They're full of suspense. Epic, too. And every now and again, there's a laugh or two included.
Well, too bad. You can't be a Chusky.
Oh, yeah?
Chusky are noble messengers to Corona.
Oh, yeah? And where do you think I'm coming from?
Well, you rather look like someone coming from a...
That's right. Directly from the royal court.
You? From Corona? I don't believe you.
You should. I am a Chasky, and I'm on a mission on behalf of the king.
Chusky are cheerful adventurers.
Ha! That's good coming from you. Looking at you doesn't exactly fill me with joy either.
I didn't sleep well. I suffer from nightmares.
Nightmares, you say?
Chusky are brave heroes and...
That's right. What do you think brought me here? I'm in the middle of a hair-raising adventure. The fate of the world lies in my hands.
You're exaggerating.
Not a bit. There have never been situations more desperate. I'd rather not go into details. You'd never be able to sleep at night if I did.
Ha! Like that would make a difference. Chusky are skilled trackers.
Even though it may look that way, I'm not lost. I'm just not sure about where to go. That's all.
In fact,
Unfortunately, I have which is a shame, and every now
well, too bad. Do you want to see the circus?
What? Are you mad? Do I look like I have time for that kind of nonsense? You just go back to your circus, Sonny. I have to deal with the important things in this world.
So the big responsibilities of this world are up to you? Now that's unsettling.
Yes, indeed. And neither elephants nor colorful balls can prevent me from carrying out my mission. Not even cheerful chimps with hilarious hats. You don't happen to have chimps in your circus, do you?
No.
No, of course not. And even if you had, I wouldn't have been interested at all. For I am a Chasky, and nothing can stop me from carrying out my mission.
What exactly is your mission? Not that I'm really interested.
Actually, it's a secret. But all right, I'll tell you. I'm carrying a precious and powerful artifact. The Whispering Stone.
The what?
Whispering Stone.
Blistering bone?
The Whispering Stone! Why don't you listen?
How could I with you mumbling like that?
My mission is to take it back to Corona, to the king's castle.
Whispering stone? That doesn't sound very powerful.
I don't know very much about it, but I do know that it's very important.
Otherwise, the Royal Stones collection wouldn't be complete.
It's not a joking matter. As far as I know, the king needs it to prevent the end of the world.
And now I'm supposed to help you with your mission, right?
The clown wants to help a real Chasky with his mission. Now that's a good one.
What? I'm sure I could be of some help.
Impossible.
I'm every bit as good as you.
At least you're a pretty good clown.
Whatever. Okay, so do your stuff alone.
Hey, take it easy. I understand that you're fascinated by my adventures.
Yeah, wow.
But you simply don't know what you're getting involved with. The life of a Chasky is full of danger. You'll get yourself into big trouble. If you want to help me, you'll need to be 100% certain.
I'm 100% certain, sure.
So, at least you've got guts. That's a good thing. But are you skillful enough too?
In fact, I'm quite a clumsy fellow.
In that case, you'd better forget it. As my right-hand man, you couldn't be all thumbs.
I'm just as skilled as you are.
Didn't you claim otherwise just now?
The bugs are very noisy around here. You must have misheard.
Well, never mind. But I wonder whether you are optimistic enough. You strike me as being rather negative. Chasky are characterized by their incredible joyful nature, which gives us the energy to find a way out of even the most difficult situations. Are you really joyful enough?
Of course. I'm a clown after all.
Right. How could I ever doubt you? Very well then. It looks like you meet the necessary requirements. Great. You see, I'm really desperate, and time is running out.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm not very good at things like this. Usually things get more complicated as soon as I try to help.
That doesn't sound either brave or joyful or skillful. Maybe I should put your abilities to a test first.
A test?
Yes. You could go and fetch me something to eat. A nice fish would just do the trick.
What? I'm supposed to catch a fish for you? I wanted to help you with your mission. If I want to play the lackey, I might as well go back to my family.
Hold your horses. First, you show me what you can do by catching a fish for me. Then, I'll fill you in on my mission. Do you think you can do that?
Can't you catch something yourself?
Ah, of course I could. I'm a Chasky after all. But this is your assignment. Show me what you can do.
Can't we just skip the fish part?
No, Sadwick, I'm afraid not. I need to see what you're capable of before I can let you in on the path of the Chasky.
The path of the Chusky. Good grief.
I see great potential in you, but The mission is too important. I need to be sure that you have what it takes.
Whatever. I'll manage somehow.
I believe in you, Sadwick.
Are the stories about Corona true?
It depends. Which stories are you referring to?
I heard that the king is dead.
He's not dead, but he's very weak. I think the impending doom is getting to him.
I heard Corona has fallen.
Not yet, but the situation is growing more and more threatening. The Asgil have advanced up to the castle.
The Asgil?
Yes, a horrific strain of creatures. It's just a matter of time, I fear.
I heard that the end is near.
That's right, I'm afraid. The landscape around Corona has already started to fall apart.
Like in my dream.
You dreamed about that? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why do you say that?
Oh, no reason. Forget about it, will you?
¿Eso que es como la historia interminable o qué?
In fact, I've only heard rumors.
Well, not everything one hears is true, but the situation is serious.
You think my dreams are trying to tell me something? My brother Ben says I shouldn't worry.
Yes, listen to your brother. Keep on dreaming and pretend you never heard of the world's big problems. Yes, as if you never even met me. That's best for you. Just ignore the fact that the world is on the brink and we're all doomed.
Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Oh, you think I'm exaggerating? It already started, Sadwick. The land is falling apart. The end is nigh.
Like in my dream.
That was your dream? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why? They're only dreams.
Only dreams. Only dreams, he says. What if it's not? What if it's a vision?
A vision? You think so?
I admit, it's not very likely in your case. Only important people have visions. Kings, oracles, and Chasky. Nevertheless, the thought is unsettling.
See you later.
Later.
Momento, voy a tener que dejarlo por aquí 10 minutos porque el perro está que no para. A ver.
¿Todo el mundo tiene hecho su personaje? ¡Sí! Hagamos un repaso rápido de los personajes.
El mío se llama Scott y es un estudiante de 4º nivel.
Mi personaje es Dave y es un jugador de rugby de 2º nivel.
Yo soy Rupert, el hacker de 6º nivel.
Y yo Nock, un soldado de 9º nivel.
Bien, ¿todo el mundo se acuerda de lo que está pasando?
Hemos sido capturados todos por la policía fascista y acusados de contrabando de pingüinos.
Exacto. Eso es. Bien, estáis encerrados en una celda esperando el juicio. ¿Qué vas a hacer?
Creo que deberíamos hacer una manifestación de protesta.
Bebámonos 12 pintas de birra y echemos unas partidas.
Yo uso mi módem para hacer una ciberconexión remota en red con la superautopista de información.
¿Y para qué nos servirá eso?
Para nada, pero a lo mejor gano puntos de experiencia.
Yo me restregaré la cara con excrementos de animales.
No tienes excrementos de animales. Y los polis fascistas se han quedado con el módem de Rupert.
Maldita sea.
¿Quién secunda la manifestación?
¿Contra qué protestamos?
Contra nuestro erróneo encarcelamiento, por supuesto. Aunque ya que nos ponemos, podríamos decir algo sobre las dificultades del estudiante.
Aún tengo mi anorak, ¿no? Sí. Gracias al 2.
Yo intentaré doblar los barrotes de la celda con las manos.
Sufres una descarga de 10.000 voltios. Los barrotes estaban electrificados.
¡Ah! Unos míseros 10.000 voltios.
Y tus brazos vuelan por los aires.
¡Ah! ¿Quién necesita brazos? Los brazos son para las nenas. ¿Alguien tiene algo de ridla?
¿Tiene alguien una birra? Yo voy a registrar la celda a ver si encuentro algún punto débil.
No hay nada en la celda salvo una ventana muy alta en una pared.
Odio las ventanas. Odio Windows.
Yo empiezo una pelea con alguien.
Buena idea. ¿Qué tal, Scott?
Pero si yo soy pacifista. ¿Qué es un pacifista?
Alguien que no te devuelve los golpes.
Eso suena bien.
Yo voy a hablar de los sistemas de gestión de memoria del VAX-11 para calmar al personal.
Rupert consigue aburrir a todo el mundo hasta un estado de dichosa euforia. Consigues 200 puntos de experiencia.
Genial, eso significa que subo a nivel 7.
Eso significa que consigues la habilidad especial de hablar en binario. El olor de tu sudor se incrementa en un 5% y tu conexión con la realidad baja un 10%.
010000101 01010 0110 11100.
Lo que necesitamos es una mochila llena de piedras y una montaña para escalar.
Creo que deberíamos sentarnos y cantar canciones verdes. Me sé una muy buena de un esquimal.
¿Alguno de vosotros dos enclenques tiene alguna idea?
Enclenque. Te recuerdo que una vez me hice 41 niveles seguidos del Doom en red.
Podríamos intentar el viejo truco de engañar al guardia. Solo necesitamos que uno de nosotros simule estar enfermo o algo así. Entonces le pegaré a Rupert un puñetazo en el estómago.
No tienes brazos, ¿recuerdas?
Vale, entonces le pegaré a Rupert una patada en el estómago.
Rupert se retuerce de dolor.
10101011101. Eso significa en binario.
Se oye al guardia acercarse corriendo.
Ha dicho corriendo.
Esperamos a que llegue y entonces le señalamos al pobre Rupert.
El guardia llega y entra en la celda para echarle un vistazo.
Pues cojo con los dientes un arma que haya a mano y le doy.
¿Qué vas a coger?
A Scott. ¡Ey!
Le propinas al guardia un fuerte golpe con Scott. Scott se retuerce de dolor y el guardia está inconsciente.
¡Bastardo!
Vale, larguémonos de aquí.
Por desgracia, ni Rupert ni Scott están en condiciones de moverse.
Yo cogeré a Rupert si no puede con Scott.
Yo cogeré a Scott otra vez con los dientes.
Vale, corréis.
Insisto en lo de la escalada.
Vale. Dave corre jumpeando por un largo y poco iluminado corredor.
¿Qué es jumpear?
Creo que es como correr, pero más alto.
Pasas por delante de una salida de incendios a tu izquierda después de unos 200 metros.
¡Vamos por ahí!
Jumpeas por la puerta hacia una escalera de incendios aún por construir.
¡Oh!
Caes unos 7 metros antes de aterrizar relativamente indemne.
¿Relativamente a qué?
Scott, sobre el que has aterrizado.
Quiero hacer una marcha de protesta.
Nock tiene fracturas múltiples en ambas piernas. Scott está muy inconsciente en un agujero en el suelo en forma de Scott. Rupert y Dave están todavía arriba, en la puerta.
Será mejor que busquemos otro camino para bajar. Creo que ya debería estar en condiciones de andar.
Te has repuesto lo suficiente, sí.
Pues vamos.
Encontráis la forma de bajar y salir sin problemas. Os tenían en un almacén abandonado y el guardia era el único ser vivo que había.
Bien. Vale, pues vamos a por los otros y buscamos un pub. Yo tengo que mandarle un email a mi cita virtual de Singapur.
Ya estoy consciente.
No. Y Nock, que se está quedando tetrapléjico, tiene unos dolores terribles.
Bah, solo los débiles sienten el dolor. Me tomaré un par de aspirinas militares y estaré fresco como la lluvia.
Te sientes un poco mejor, pero aún no puedes andar.
Vale, pues entonces abandonemos al militroncho.
¿Qué? Esta unidad no sería nada sin mí.
Sí, ya nos has sido de gran ayuda.
No soy una unidad, soy un hombre libre.
Me refiero a que en qué estabas pensando cuando le gritaste a aquel monstruoso guardia de seguridad.
Bueno, me miró de una forma muy graciosa.
¿Por qué no podéis vivir en paz?
Sí, muérete, tío.
Y entonces le pegaste una patada y empezó a perseguirnos.
Yo estaba explorando el terreno. Empleando una valerosa acción de retaguardia. No tengo por qué explicarle complejas maniobras militares a un civil.
Si no hubiese sido por la habilidad de Rupert para aburrir a la gente hasta un trance eufórico, podríamos haber tenido serios problemas. No puedo evitar que nadie encuentre métodos formales remotamente interesantes. Cierra el pico. La última vez que mencionaste eso no pude levantarme durante 3 días. No es que eso sea inusual, claro.
¿Quién necesita drogas cuando tienes a Rupert?
No aguanto más esta patética conversación.
¿Todo el mundo tiene hecho su personaje?
¡Sí!
Hagamos un repaso rápido de los personajes.
El mío se llama Scott y es un estudiante de 4º nivel.
Mi personaje es Dave y es un jugador de rugby de 2º nivel.
Yo soy Rupert, el hacker de 6º nivel.
Y yo Nock, un soldado de 9º nivel.
Bien, ¿todo el mundo se acuerda de lo que está pasando?
Hemos sido capturados todos por la policía fascista y acusados de contrabando de pingüinos.
Exacto. Eso es. Bien, estáis encerrados en una celda esperando el juicio. ¿Qué vas a hacer?
Creo que deberíamos hacer una manifestación de protesta.
Bebámonos 12 pintas de birra y echemos unas partidas.
Yo uso mi módem para hacer una ciberconexión remota en red con la superautopista de información.
¿Y para qué nos servirá eso?
Para nada, pero a lo mejor gano puntos de experiencia.
Yo me restregaré la cara con excrementos de animales.
No tienes excrementos de animales. Y los polis fascistas se han quedado con el módem de Rupert.
Maldita sea.
¿Quién secunda la manifestación?
¿Contra qué protestamos?
Contra nuestro erróneo encarcelamiento, por supuesto. Aunque ya que nos ponemos, podríamos decir algo sobre las dificultades del estudiante.
Aún tengo mi anorak, ¿no?
Sí.
Gracias al 2.
Yo intentaré doblar los barrotes de la celda con las manos.
Sufres una descarga de 10.000 voltios. Los barrotes estaban electrificados.
¡Ah! ¡Unos míseros 10.000 voltios!
Y tus brazos vuelan por los aires.
¡Ah! ¿Quién necesita brazos? Los brazos son para las nenas. ¿Alguien tiene algo de ridla?
¿Tiene alguien una birra?
Yo voy a registrar la celda a ver si encuentro algún punto débil.
No hay nada en la celda salvo una ventana muy alta en una pared.
Odio las ventanas. Odio Windows.
Yo empiezo una pelea con alguien.
Buena idea. ¿Qué tal, Scott?
Pero si yo soy pacifista. ¿Qué es un pacifista?
Alguien que no te devuelve los golpes.
Eso suena bien.
Yo voy a hablar de los sistemas de gestión de memoria del VAX-11 para calmar al personal.
Rupert consigue aburrir a todo el mundo hasta un estado de dichosa euforia. Consigues 200 puntos de experiencia.
Genial, eso significa que subo a nivel 7.
Eso significa que consigues la habilidad especial de hablar en binario. El olor de tu sudor se incrementa en un 5% y tu conexión con la realidad baja un 10%.
01000101 01010 0110 11100.
Bueno, vamos a ver.
A branch. Exciting. The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just a reflection of my face. I can't really catch fish with my bare hands. No chance. I can't get near enough before they take flight. I'm too clumsy. No thanks. I have a craving for other things, like a useful occupation, for example, or respect. The island seems to be inhabited, but it's too far away to swim there.
Y la rama serviría para crear una caña de pescar.
Well, let's see. A measly dip net for a measly clown. There, that'll work.
Lógico.
Hey, that actually worked. Looks like the clumsy little brother finally accomplished something. I caught it without any help. Sometimes I surprise even myself. I hate surprises. No, I didn't catch it for me. It will be Bobby's job to fight off salmonella. I did it! I caught a fish.
Ooh, yum! That's the first good news I heard in months.
Will you tell me about your mission then?
Of course. I'm a man who keeps his promises. But be warned. Helping me will put you in great danger. The Asgir are hot on my trail. I shouldn't even be here anymore.
Now, please, don't exaggerate.
You have no idea, have you? Well, are you sure you want to get involved with this?
We've been there already. I'm absolutely sure.
All right, then. Well, have you ever heard of Shana?
Shana? Isn't that the disease where your feet itch terribly?
No. You're talking about Athlete's Foot. I'm talking about Shana. She's an oracle, a kind of clairvoyant. And according to the legend, she lives somewhere in the autumn forest. But maybe it's nothing more than that. Just a legend. I've already searched until I'm half dead. I'm going to cancel my quest. I mustn't stay here too long. I've got a bad feeling that the Asgil are hot on my trail.
Say, about this Shana,
Yes? What about her?
what do you want from Shana?
Verona is far away. Without help, it will take months to get there. I'm hoping that Shana can give me some advice. There must be a way to shorten the trip.
An oracle? Can she interpret dreams as well?
Of course.
In that case, I have to meet her too. Maybe my dreams do mean something after all.
You could come with me.
Really? That'd be great. I'll finally find out the meaning of my dreams.
Provided, of course, we can find her.
Where shall I start looking for her?
The only thing I know is that she's supposed to live in a cabin in the middle of the autumn forest. But where exactly? I have no idea. I came down from the hills in the east. There's a good view of the valley and the whole autumn forest from there. But a cabin? Not a trace. The only things remotely resembling buildings are those ruins to the west. But I've already been there. A couple of columns and statues, that's all. Then there's that cave near the mountains. And that finally leaves the forest itself. Maybe you could get a better overview from that giant tree to the south. I can chart those places on your map if you want me to.
Well, at least that's a start. Where can I find Shana again?
All I know is that she's supposed to live somewhere nearby in a cabin, but we seem to be surrounded by nothing but forest, forest, and more forest, with the exception of those ruins to the west. Maybe you should have a look around that cave to the east, or that big tree to the south. I charted all those places on your map for you.
Enough of Shana. Let's talk about something else.
As you wish. What else is on your mind?
See you later.
Later, contact me if you have new information about Shana.
El árbol, primero. Vale, las salidas también las marca.
The tree seems to be hollow. Hello? Nobody home. The hole is too small for my hand. Besides, who knows what nasty little insects live in there? That must be the tree Bobby was talking about. It's taller than all the other trees in the vicinity, but how can I get up there? I'm a rotten climber. The tree vaguely resembles Grandpa's marble cake, and it's just as woody. Knock on wood? Why am I doing this? That never worked. That's a lot of resin. It looks like the tree is bleeding. No, after having had Grandpa's raisin cake, I'm not enthusiastic about eating resin anymore. My tummy still feels funny. I can't scrape off the resin with my bare hands. The only thing I'd achieve is getting my hands sticky. I cannot scrape the resin off the tree with the casket. I need a better container. Bobby must have been very hungry. I'm not taking the resin off with that. I get my pockets all sticky. I need some kind of container. I've already caught that fish. I seem to pick up every piece of junk along the way.
Yendo a la mascota en el agujero.
When Spot was still a larva, he could squeeze through every hole. He was cute back then.
No, demasiado grande. Pues en principio aquí no se puede hacer nada más.
Now, if I had claws like that, maybe I'd be able to climb up there. But unfortunately, I'm all thumbs. I'm not taking the resin off with that. I get my pockets. I need some kind. That won't help me get up there. That's too big to fit into the hole. That's too big to... No, that way I'd only catch a couple of mean spiders. There's an engraving on the tongue. It reads, "In memory of the mighty sea eyes. They watched over our world for millennia. They watched over us from numerous eyes. We brought them the green round fruit of the Fatalia tree as offering, and they rewarded us by bringing light into our lives." That's odd. Mason poetry. I can't take that. It's chiseled in stone. A statue of a turtle. Why the artist chose this subject is something for the viewer to ponder. There's thick moss growing on the statue. I feel the urge to stick out my tongue at him too, but that's below my dignity. I won't be able to get the moss off with my bare hands. I don't think that'll help. When I rid the trailer of moss, I always use a damp cloth. Yes, that could work. Hey, what have we here? There really was something beneath the moss. A recess next to a royal insignia. Seems to be some kind of mechanism. I'd better tell Bobby. I'm sure he must have overlooked it.
¿Bobby que se me ha dicho su nombre o no? Me está llamando Bobby, pero no recuerdo que él haya dicho un nombre. Puede que sí.
There really was something beneath the moss. A recess next to a royal insignia. I'd better... I'm sure... There seems to be some kind of a path. I have to get through somehow. I won't be able to remove the underbrush with my bare hands. But I'll keep that in mind, in case I ever feel the urge to get pierced by poisonous thorns. There's nothing much I can achieve with a shovel. A hedge trimmer would make more sense. I'm carrying so many things, but I haven't got anything to help me get through here. There seems to be some kind of a path. I have to get through somehow. I feel the urge. That's below. There's an engraving. It reads, they what we brought, and they were... That's odd. This seems to be some kind of ritual place. A cemetery? No. It looks more like a cult site for offerings. It's my policy not to disgrace foreign cult sites. It's hard enough that my own god hates me. It's my policy. It's hard. This seems to be some kind of a bowl for the offering. Phew. No, the bowl is tightly attached to the totem. Phew. No, the bowl is tightly attached to the totem. It's my policy not to... It's hard enough. This seems to be some kind of ritual. A cemetery? It looks... A statue of a turtle. Why the artist chose this subject is something for the viewer to ponder. I can't solve my problems by randomly sacrificing my things to unknown deities. I've tried that often enough. Nature creates a great number of amazing species, and sometimes I believe she only does it to annoy me. No thanks. Those mushrooms don't smell like anything you should eat. I'm not here to collect mushrooms, and that goes twice for those. Nature creates a great number of them, and sometimes I... Okay. That was the moment my repressive tendencies took over. I won't dwell on the fact that spiderwebs never appear from nowhere. There's always a corresponding spider. Eating fresh spiderwebs is supposed to be healthy. I think that's only true if the spider is smaller than you are. Yeah, I could tear the web apart with my bare hands, but I have this splinter in my finger, and the web really looks tough. It has nothing to do with my arachnophobia, honest. Let's see. No, the web is too strong. I can't cut my way through. Let's see. No, I can't. I may be wrong, but I don't think the spider would accept that as an offering. I may be, but I don't... Well, Spot, the way is blocked. That's okay. We probably won't have to get through here anyway. What? I'm not a coward. I just have a big collection of concerns.
Sadwick! Shh! Did you see that just now?
What?
I think it's the Askew. He found me!
Oh, that's nonsense. You really are the biggest coward I ever met.
But they're here. I know for sure. I need to get away as quickly as possible, or we'll be lost if the Askew get hold of the Whispering Stone.
Please don't go yet. I discovered something in the ruins. Some kind of mechanism.
A mechanism? I must have missed that.
There was also a socket for a stone.
A socket, you say? Was the royal insignia next to it?
Yes. How did you know?
Good grief, Sadwick. That must be the secret passage to Shanna's place.
Unfortunately, though, it's locked tight.
That's as may be. But we have the key. Those insignia locks used to be quite common throughout the whole kingdom. I'm sure the Whispering Stone will fit there.
The Whispering Stone? Well then, what are we waiting for?
Okay. I mean, no, wait. With all the excitement, I nearly forgot the Askew. They mustn't find me at any cost.
You can't be serious.
But I am. I'd rather stay here.
And give me the stone at least. I could go and talk to Shanna alone.
What? Impossible. I can't give you the Whispering Stone. The fate of the world depends on it. What if you make a mistake?
Why don't you come with me?
No, I already told you. The Askew are somewhere nearby. In fact, I shouldn't even be here anymore.
If you don't give me the Whispering Stone, I'll never be able to find Shanna.
You cannot have the Whispering Stone. It was entrusted to me alone. I promised not to pass it to anyone else.
But you promised we'd go to Shauna.
That may be right, but
Then give me the stone. We're virtually a team now. Or did I not help you before?
well, you did.
And on top of that, I have those visions. I'm sure they mean something. It can't just be a coincidence. Come on, give me the stone and I'll find Shauna. I'd be surprised if the Askill found you here that quickly.
I know this is a mistake, but all right. I will entrust the Whispering Stone to you.
Thank you. You won't be sorry.
Please, hurry, Sadwick, and guard that stone jealously. If something happens to it, we're all done for.
What's supposed to be so special about this thing? Ha! I knew it! It matches! Hey! What's happening? An earthquake! Ah! No! Stop it, Spot! Spot! What? What did you do now? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'd better tell Bobby. What was that? Spot doesn't seem to have realized what we'll have to be going through. Heavens. Where's all this heading? There's an engraving. It reads, "Hey, what we brought, and they." That's odd. Bobby? Bobby? Hey, what happened here? Looks like there was some kind of fight. The Asker got Bobby. Oh dear, it's all my fault. Uh-oh. Obviously the Askill were heavily armed, and I thought Bobby was just exaggerating. I hope he's all right. I must be crazy to lug these things around with me. Uh-oh. Obviously the Askill were heavily armed, and I thought, I hope he... Uh-oh. I hope... Here we go. Ha! I knew it. There's an overgrown path leading deeper into the valley. Shauna, I'm coming. Come on, Spot. Don't hang behind. Animated nature. Talk about taking things too far.
Hey, who do we have here?
What? Where? I don't see anything.
There's a guy wearing a clown's costume.
Huh? Don't try to pull my leg again. You know darn well I can't turn around.
Who are you?
We're rocks.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I'm Rolf. And the guy behind me is Ingo. He's my half-brother.
Hey, I'm not your half-brother. I'm your full brother.
Yeah, but we're two. And brother divided by 2 equals a half-brother.
You sure about that?
Of course. But I can check it again on my slide rule if you want me to.
That'd be great.
Yep, half-brother's all right. Although I got more brains and you got more rock.
Your slide rule tells you all that?
Yeah, it's right here.
Man, I'd love to take a look at it myself. Too bad I can't turn around.
So, what do rocks do for kicks all day long?
What do you think we're doing? We do what most rocks do for kicks.
We lie about and enjoy our simple lives.
Which in Ingo's case is particularly simple.
That sounds almost as boring as working in the circus.
Why boring? We lie about enjoying the sun and don't get into harm's way.
And we don't have any secret plans whatsoever, such as enslaving the world or anything like that.
Ingo.
What?
That's enough.
What did I do this time?
You can't even keep the slightest thing to yourself.
I didn't say anything, did I?
I didn't say anything. It won't happen again. How could I have known there's a princess in that cage? Man, I'm really fed up with your excuses.
But you know very well that we need an accomplice for our plan. One with legs.
But not such a greenhorn.
Enslave the world? Sounds like a crackpot idea.
A crackpot idea? And what would you call your decision to put on that hat this morning?
Actually, I always sleep in my costume.
You really are strange.
Said the talking rock. And how do you want to rule the world?
How do you think?
With a rock-hard fist.
Right.
Just for your information, I'm not a greenhorn.
See? He's not a greenhorn.
Of course he is. An exceptional greenhorn.
All pets are greenhorns to you.
Hey, Ingo, what's that over there?
What? Where?
Looks like a lush meadow or a big tree frog. It's hard to say. It's shining so green.
Come on. What is it?
Hold on. I think it's a... Yes, that's right. It's his horn!
Are you finished yet? I'd planned to get a good share of abuse from other objects, too. A root, maybe. A heap of leaves.
Oh, you want to disagree, huh? You don't like being called a greenhorn.
Oh, wow. You've read my mind. After all, the opinions of 2 rocks lying at the side of the road are of greatest importance to me.
You could try to convince us otherwise.
I'd be surprised if he could.
We should at least give him a chance, Ralph.
All right. I'll ask him the questions, even though I'm sure he'll make a fool of himself.
We'll see.
Of course we will. He probably even thinks Shauna's a mystical snake creature.
But Ralph, Shauna is a mystical snake creature.
Nonsense. Shauna's a bird, of course.
You are wrong.
Possibly. But I'm interested in what our greenhorn thinks. Now then, who is Shauna?
I haven't got the faintest idea.
That proves it. You are a useless greenhorn.
I always knew that.
Any idea where I could find Shauna?
Shauna? She lives in that cabin over there.
Ralph?
Man, will she be pleased?
Ralph? I think...
She hasn't had any visitors for years.
Hold on. What cabin? There's only a door.
What? That's nonsense.
No, Ralph. He's right. Shauna's cabin is in ruins. Has been for a long time.
But how did that happen?
Remember that storm? 8 years, 3 months, and 25 days ago?
Sure. I'm a rock. I never forget anything.
In that case, you'll also remember the earthquake the next day.
Of course. That was the day my termite ranch was destroyed. Damn erosion.
So the cabin fell victim to the earthquake?
No, termites.
I should have known. Does that mean Shauna doesn't live here anymore?
Oh, no. She still lives here.
She does.
Yeah.
In the cabin.
Yeah.
Of which only the door still remains.
Now you get it.
Oh my, I'm getting that headache again. Shall I carry you someplace else for a change?
Don't even think about it. We're not being pushed around by anyone.
Well, I wouldn't mind being rotated a bit. I've been staring at that same rock over there for ages.
Have you lost the little that's left of your dignity? We are rocks. We don't need any help.
But Ralph, that rock looks like a cow's behind. And that's not all. I've been lying on this pointed stick for years. I may be a rock, but I have feelings too, you know.
We don't let ourselves be carried around, and that's that.
Back to your plan.
You didn't tell anyone, did you?
I've been as mute as a rock.
Hey, watch it, Greenhorn. Don't try to make fun of us, or you'll feel our wrath.
What would you do? Stone me to death?
Let's not argue. We must concentrate on the plan.
Just for your information, I'm not a greenhorn.
We'll see.
Of course we will. He probably even thinks Shauna is a mystical snake creature.
But Ralph, Shauna is a mystical snake creature.
Nonsense. Shauna's a bird, of course.
You are wrong.
Possibly. But I'm interested in what our greenhorn thinks. Now then, who is Shauna?
Shauna is a mystical snake creature.
So that's what you think, huh? Interesting.
Ask the second question.
Yeah, I'm very curious too. How many eyes do more eyes have?
That's easy. They've got 9, of course.
You're an idiot, Ingo. They haven't got 9 eyes, they have 11.
The answer is 9. I'll stick with that.
No, it's 11. Our greenhorn friend will confirm that in a second. Now then, how many eyes does a more-eye have?
11.
Is that your answer?
You heard him all right. Ask the third question.
All right, don't push me. The question is, where does Khalida live?
I know. She lives in the middle of the lake.
Rubbish. Khalida lives in a cave.
You think so?
What I think is irrelevant. The clown shall answer the question. Now then, where does Khalida live?
In the middle of the lake.
Lemmy, you're not a greenhorn after all.
I always believed in you. Didn't I tell you, Ralph?
All right. Here, take the stone powder. And use it to extend our sphere of power.
See you later.
Yeah. You know where to find us.
We're not going anywhere.
Where did these two get it from? And this is where Shauna is supposed to live? How is that possible? Hello? Anybody home? Nothing. Of course, nothing. Whatever did I expect?
Well, that won't work, I can assure you.
What's he trying to do?
He tried to enter the cabin the regular way.
What a greenhorn.
Oh, my.
Did he try the regular way again?
Yes.
What a greenhorn.
Huh? Where did I end up now? How is that possible? Shauna? Oh, those notes. It would take hours to read them all. It would take hours to read them all. It would take hours to read them all. Shauna doesn't seem to be home. Hello? Shauna? I'd better not mess with Shauna's armchair. She might curse me with a blue pox if I do. The autumn forest isn't even charted on the globe. Corona is far away. No thanks. I already feel as if the weight of the world sits on my back.
Porque no se puede interactuar con los números ni con la esfera, solo con el botón. Ya, pero... espina, vale. Ya, pero tendré que haber sacado alguna pista de algún sitio, ¿no? Vale. Pista de alguna forma, saber qué es lo que tengo que hacer ahí o es simplemente probar. Ya está.
I'd better not. She might curse.
Escondido, que diga, pues tal hora hay que poner.
Must be magic or exhaustion. Hello, you two.
Inko, look, the clown's back.
How would I know?
I've been in Shauna's cabin, but she wasn't there.
Why? What time is it?
I have no idea. What's that got to do with it?
What's that got to do with it, he asks? What a greenhorn.
Oh, come on, Rav. How is he supposed to know?
Supposed to know what?
Shauna's an oracle, a magic being from another world. You can only meet her at certain times a day.
At noon.
Rubbish, not noon, you idiot.
But something's supposed to happen at noon.
Nothing's happening at noon. The only thing that might happen at noon is the emergence of the first little hint of when Shauna will turn up.
And when will she finally turn up?
In order to discover that, you'd better wait until noon, don't you think?
I hate you. See you later.
Yeah. You know where to find us.
We're not going anywhere.
Shauna doesn't seem to be home.
Laura cambia el rayo de luz. El rayo de... No, siempre está al mismo lado.
Hello, you two.
Inko, look, the clown's back.
How would I know?
When can I meet Shauna again?
Definitely not noon, right?
Right.
And what will happen at noon?
Why so impatient?
Why don't you just wait until then?
How typical of pets. Just can't hold their feet still.
See you later.
Yeah. You know where to find us.
We're not going anywhere.
Let's see. No, the web is too strong. I can't cut my way through. That's not a bad idea, but I'm worried it'll make the cave collapse. Maybe I should think about something less explosive. If I petrify the web, I'll have a great excuse not to set foot in this cave ever again. I'll keep that option open. I won't be running around bomb. It's hard enough. I can't solve my problems by randomly sacrificing my thing. I've tried that. Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
Do you know anything about someone called Shauna?
Shauna? I never heard that name. Who's it supposed to be?
That's not important.
Like everything else you do.
There's been a fight at the shore. Did you see anything?
A fight? Nonsense. We're a long way from Corona. There are no fights in this region.
But...
Curb your imagination. I don't have time for your phantasms.
Did you feel the earthquake?
Well, I certainly did. I dropped all my balls. I hope it doesn't happen during a performance.
What if the earthquake is an indication of the world falling apart? Or the sky crumbling down?
During a performance? That'd be a catastrophe.
Ha ha. You don't fool me. You're just as scared of the end as everybody else.
I'm an artiste. I'm never scared.
You really expect me to believe that you're never scared?
That's right. Never.
Not even of snakes?
Snakes? Bah. Snakes don't even have claws.
But they have poisonous fangs and constricting muscles that can crush your spine.
Give up already. The bit about the teeth is a reason for caution. But I'm not scared of snakes.
Not even of tigers?
Tigers? Huh. Tigers only have the one head.
But they're fast and strong. They grab you with their razor-sharp claws and maul you with their teeth as big as sabers.
Just give up, will you? The bit about the teeth and the claws is quite impressive. But I'm not scared of tigers.
Not even of spiders?
Spiders? No. They don't even have sharp teeth.
But they're poisonous and fast. Some species crawl into your mouth and lay eggs beneath your eyelashes.
Give up already. I'm not scared of spiders.
Not even of the asgill?
Asgill? What's that supposed to be?
The asgill are terrifying creatures with sharp claws.
Claws?
Yes, so sharp they can peel the skin from your body in mere seconds.
And what else?
They have 2 heads.
2 heads?
Yes, and each head possesses a toxic breath that paralyzes its prey. And while one of the heads eats your defenseless limbs, the other is laughing its cruel and cackling laugh.
Ooh, I'm starting to get the picture.
Even worse are their sharp teeth.
Teeth?
Yes, they can bite through your neck in no time. The jaws are strong enough to grind even the strongest bones to mere dust.
Ooh, those asgill really seem to be gruesome creatures. I have to admit, I wouldn't want to meet them in a dark alley.
Is there anything I can do?
Didn't I tell you? Over and over. Preferably, you start practice or take a go. Maybe you can.
I'd rather do the latter. You really expect?
Well, except maybe those asgill. Oh, those terrible 2-headed monsters with their sharp teeth and their gruesome claws. I get the willies just thinking about them. Ooh.
See you.
Yep, see you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
Hello, Grandpa.
Ah, hello, Ben. Is your hat still too tight?
Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
Is there anything you can tell me about the Chusky?
Oh, the Chusky? Well, when I was still wet behind the ears, I desperately wanted to become a Chusky too.
I don't want to become a Chusky.
Ah, the Chusky are the messengers of the king. Brave adventurers who are characterized by their cunning and courage. Their most outstanding quality is that they never lose their positive attitude, no matter how hopeless their situation might be.
Aha! They're the complete opposite of you, Sadwick.
Thanks, Ben. You're a great help. I think everyone has noticed already.
Yeah, but I thought I'd just say it again.
Don't let him tease you. I'm sure you'd make a great Chusky.
I don't want to be a Chusky. And Ben is right. I'd hardly qualify for the job.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Everybody can change.
I don't want to change, okay?
You should try. It could only be an improvement.
What do you know about Corona?
Ah, Corona, the royal residence, the center of the world. I haven't been there for a long time. Ah, it's a beautiful place, like it was taken directly from the pages of a fairy tale. The castle sits majestically on a hill. Its orange roofs shine in golden light. The hill is surrounded by small villages and lush green meadows. High up in the sky, fire dragons chase each other and sheep are frisking in the shade of the trees. The clouds are creamy white, And all the people are smiling. The children that play at the roadside. The beautiful farmer's wife who herds the geese to the river. And even the coachman who calls out to you, "You better not smoke too much tobacco from that crate there." Those were the days. I wonder how it looks now. People say the end is near.
Can you tell me anything about the Askill?
I've only heard rumors about them. Oh, they're a hideous horde of cruel monsters, for sure. They dwell underground in caves and crevices. They hate the sunlight. Their leader is called Luko. He's a cold-hearted warlord. People say he declared war on the king, but that might only be gossip.
That's just chit-chat. And don't scare the little one. The Asgill are nothing more than a horror story.
So what? My whole marriage was a horror story, and it's produced your father nonetheless. Thinking about it, your grandmother could have been an Asgill too. She was certainly cold-hearted enough. And her name, Gilza, is even an anagram. If you realign the letters, it reads Asgill.
But, Grandpa, Grandma's name was not Gilza. It was Ilza.
So why do I have Gilza tattooed on my butt?
I guess you were a little juiced.
Yeah, you're right. I would have never married in a tattoo parlor had I been sober.
Does the name Shauna ring any bells with you?
Shauna. A long time ago, I was told the legend of an oracle that's supposed to live somewhere in the autumn forest. And I believe her name really was, Hey, are you yawning?
I'm sorry. Go on.
You don't seem very interested. Yes, well, let's see. Oracle, autumn forest. Yes. And her name was Shauna.
And that's the whole story?
Roughly. Did it help you?
Well, you know what? I'll just look it up myself.
Yes. Couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head. But sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
The hat must have fallen down during that earthquake. That's Ben's spare hat. He doesn't like to wear it quite as much as he used to. He says it sags too much since I spilled all the starch. Where do these pipes come from? And what's with these strange sparks? How can that be? Ouch! Oh, that headache! Damn! Ow! Ouch! Ah! Down!
Oh, it's always the same with the boy.
What just happened? I don't think I really want to know. I've decided to just ignore them.
Va a ser esto una especie de mundo virtual o algo así, que al final.
I'd rather leave him in there. It wouldn't be much fun to suck it through with the buffer either. Unreachable, like so many things. I'd rather not. I'm so clumsy, I'm sure to knock them over. And then I'd have to get new supplies of earthworm blood. There's hardly a job more exhausting and less appetizing.
Y el sombrero servirá como recipiente para la resina.
I'm not taking the resin off with that. I get my pockets all sticky. I need some kind of container.
Que estoy perdido, ya no sé qué hacer.
I can't solve my problems by randomly sacrifice. I've tried that often.
Bombas aquí ha dicho que no quería hacer nada con ellas.
I may be wrong, but I don't think the spider would. It's already been washed.
Supongo que el truco estará aquí. Pero bueno, lo voy a ir dejando por aquí. Y nada, ya volveré luego por la tarde. A lo mejor sigo con esto, a ver si consigo terminar antes de que llegue el fin de diciembre. Bueno, terminar Navidad sería ya después de Reyes. Por cierto, Reyes, ¿qué cae este año? 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6. Jueves. Vale. Pues nada, lo dicho, si hay alguien por ahí por el chat, nos vemos luego un poco. Hasta luego.